I usually don't talk about compliance, but for some reason, today is going to be my debut to talk about compliance. And as I was thinking about this, I remembered not a very amazing experience. On 30th of June, you know what happens? Yeah? Is it a compliance matter? It's a compliance matter. And for about 3 days to 30th of June, I was trying to upload my iTax without much success. And you can be sure, I was working until midnight to upload it. Eventually I said, I don't care about the deadline. All I care about is compliance. So at about 1 a.m., it finally went through. So I stand here compliant. So compliance is not just a word for institutions. Compliance is a word that we are interacting with every day. As we were coming here, we were catching up with news, and my wife was informing me what people are saying on social media. And apparently, the other African Gen Zs are in great admiration of the Gen Zs in Kenya. And Kenya has been declared now as the capital city of Africa. So, and how did we come here? Because of one thing called what? Finance bill. When a bill is signed, it becomes a law. When a law is out there, we must do what? We must comply. So my previous speakers have done an amazing job of talking about all the issues that we are facing. Mine is about, this is a necessary thing that we must live with. How do we cope with it? Because regulations are increasing every day, and they are becoming more and more complex. And the question that I am trying to address here today is, how do we leverage on technology? Because of time, I'm just going to go through my notes, pausing here and there. According to Deloitte, one of the leading global accounting firms, by 2025, which is next year, global spending on regulatory compliance is expected to reach close to $120 billion per annum. $120 billion per annum, driven by two things: increasing complexity of regulations and the need for technological solutions. So compliance is creating a problem because it's increasing in its complexity, and for us to cope with it, we need what? Technology. As we stand on the precipice of unprecedented technological advancement, we must pause and consider the profound impact that innovation has on every aspect of our lives, including compliance. So today, I'm here to discuss the immense potential of harnessing technology and innovation to streamline compliance and navigate the complexities of the regulatory landscape. As regulations become more intricate and far-reaching, yeah? How you become the capital city of Africa, right? As regulations become more intricate and far-reaching, leveraging on technological advancement is no longer optional, but essential. Tell your neighbor, technology is not optional. It is essential. So, was the problem me or was the problem KRA? Now that I was actually declared non-compliant by midnight. What do we need to do? Technology, isn't it? The website doesn't have capacity to handle all of us. It's as simple as that. The question is next year going to be still the same? The solution lies in technology. So I'm going to address 5 impacts of technology and automation, and you can five impacts of technology and innovation in streamlining compliance. And I'm just going to tell them to say them here, and then you go through each one of them. Number 1 is automation. Technology is going to bring what? Automation. Number 2 is advancement. Number 3 is authenticity. Tell your neighbor, authenticity. Authenticity. Number 4 is agility. Agility. I like thinking in terms of one word. It helps me for things to stick in my mind. Number 4 is agility, and number 5 is identification. So I'm going to go through each one of them. Let's start with automation. Compliance, once perceived as a cumbersome necessity, has evolved into a dynamic and strategic function within organizations. The traditional approach of manual processes, for those of you who've been working for a long time, and paper-based documentation is no longer sufficient in the face of a rapidly changing regulatory landscape and the sheer volume of data that we have to face as we comply. So as you're doing your ITAX, you have your P9 form, right? You have your P9 form, and then you have a spreadsheet, which is a macro spreadsheet. Many people just get tired just seeing the worksheet. What if we just had something that is reading between the P9 form and filling in the worksheet? This would not be an issue. So this is an opportunity. So automation, we need to automate these things. So I was thinking, how can I do this better next time? The financial sector has embraced technology to enhance compliance with the Financial Intelligence Center Act. It's called FICA. By implementing sophisticated software for transaction monitoring and reporting, banks can now detect and prevent money laundering activities more efficiently. According to a report by PwC, South African banks have reduced their compliance costs by up to 30%. Up to 30% just by adopting technology through automation. This technological leap not only streamlines compliance, but also bolsters the integrity of the financial system. So it's more than just automating the processes. The integrity of our financial system is being enhanced. So that is automation. And we can talk about automation more later. Let's go to the second point before my minutes start counting. Advancement. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are at the forefront of revolutionizing compliance. These technologies can analyze vast amounts of data, identify patterns, and predict potential compliance risks with unparalleled accuracy. Let me repeat that. These technologies can analyze vast amounts of data, which is one of the speakers spoke about being overregulated. We are overloaded with information, vast amount of data. Identify patterns and trends and predict potential compliance risks with unparalleled accuracy. And the key thing here is predict. How do you predict compliance risks? AI-powered tools can automate routine compliance tasks, allowing human resources to focus on strategic thinking. So what technology is doing is to really elevate a previously very boring, or rather considered boring, compliance function, where people are just dealing with paperwork and ticking boxes, to a very high level of enhancing strategic decision making. In Kenya, the adoption of AI in the telecommunications sector has significantly improved compliance with regulatory requirements. AI-driven systems monitor customer transactions and usage patterns real time, flagging suspicious activities and ensuring compliance with Communication Authority of Kenya's regulations. A study by McKinsey estimates that AI can reduce compliance costs by up to 50%. Up to 50%. And not just that, it can also enhance detection rates by 95%. 95%. That's insane. So this proactive approach not only mitigates risks, but also, and here this is what is most important, but also enhances customer trust, especially for us financial institutions. However, there is a but. Tell your neighbor there is a but. There is a but. However, the implementation of AI and machine learning comes with its own set of challenges. The algorithms must be transparent and free from bias to ensure fair and equitable outcomes. Who remembers Form 34A? Who remembers some allegations of some Russians are influencing the outcome of our presidential election? Yeah? Who remembers someone saying there is something that was put in the server, there is something that was plugged in the server that set in algorithms? Yeah? Yeah? The key here is algorithms. They must be what? Transparent and free from bias.